we're Gucci. There you go, hold up a bit so you can see it a bit better. Oh, not that way. Yeah. There we go. And on the back is some backstory. I think it's just Mortal Kombat backstory, to be honest. Yeah, Shinnok turned on the deities, invaded Earthrealm. Raiden stopped Shinnok, locked him up in Netherrealm. Shao Kahn followed in Shinnok's footsteps. Okay. So Raiden convinced the Elder Gods to enact Mortal Kombat. War moved to the arena. 2 years ago we beat him, but Shao Kahn wasn't ready to lose, violated the rules, invaded Earthrealm. We stopped the invasion. We thought the long nightmare was over, but Shinnok had been manipulating events. And... right, so that was it, yeah. So basically just recalling what happened in MK9 and get into the beginning of MKX. Turbo Box contains 2 41 card decks and 2 random ultra rare cards. So we get 84 cards in total. Right. Preview of some of the Scorpion Sub-Zero cards in the back. I'm not sure if all of them are... wait, do it with cool voice. Millions of years ago, Shinnok, one of the Elder Gods, turned on his fellow deities and invaded the Earthrealm. Yeah, no, I'm not reading the entire thing like that. We're just going to open the damn box. But, let's see. Oh, sorry, ages 17 and plus, guys, sorry. I think it's just opened at the front, so we'll go with that. See, I'm like having to look at the stream as I do this. I have absolutely no idea what it's going to look like, but I think it's this way. Yes. Ooh, hello. So, I have 2 decks. So, let's see. This is the Sub-Zero foil card and its magnificence. You'll see the kind of stats like here, here, here. So, Sub-Zero has 28 health and you get 6 cards in your hand, and yep, Sub-Zero confirmed male. What else? Yeah, so it looks like it'll be Sub-Zero's deck. I have no ID to buy it. Yikes! Thankfully, no. Thankfully, they understand my situation. But yeah, it's the Sub-Zero foil card. You can see all the rainbow shit as well. The Scorpion one looks like that. Oh, we're gonna get infrared Scorpion? No, okay. But yeah, again, he's the same actually, I think. Yeah, 28 health, 6 cards in hand. Also confirmed male. Not that matters. Yeah, so all these cards have like different abilities. You'll notice that obviously Sub-Zeros and Scorpions are a bit different. I think what they mentioned is that Sub-Zero's based around the stun keyword, whatever that means. And Scorpions is basically... apparently Scorpion is about getting down to as low a health total as possible to activate these desperation, what do you call it, abilities. But, I mean, I haven't seen the full decks yet, so I don't know. Let's see, have a look at... Ooh, those are cool. So, get some foil ability cards. I'm assuming these are the 2 ultra rares that you're guaranteed. So Cassie's Nutcracker, which is obviously her about to whack her fist into a groin. And yes, seems like a pretty decent card. Apparently Johnny has one as well. And Johnny's Nutcracker spelled with a C instead of a K, obviously to differentiate them. But aye. if you read the bottom ability here, you'll see that Cassie's Nutcracker ability, if your opponent's starting character is male, this attack gets +4 damage. Well, gender matters in this game, who knew? Let's look at this other one, which is Liu Kang, Yin and Yang, of course, from the Duelist variation. And what's his abilities? Is there anything special? After you block with this card, add a combo attack. Okay, so you get a card. So if you use it, it seems like something defensive, so if someone tries to attack you, if you use this card to block the attack, then you get a card back that you've already used into your hand. Seems decent. And after play combo attack, adds 2 top 2 cards of the deck to their card pool face down. I don't know. But well, yeah, I've got the shiny Julius Lucang there. Looks pretty good. But I think we can get to actually opening them up and seeing what they're like. Oh, right, is there like a thing? Ah, there is. So, alright. Let's see what's in here then. I'm assuming this is some. Oh, there we go. Righty. Okay, so yeah, Sub-Zero's foil card. Ooh, some shiny rainbow effects there. And Universal Fighting System. That's the card game itself that this is in addition to. So yep, Sub-Zero card, not looking too shabby. Oh, that's sick. Oh, we have another shiny card here. Sub-Zero's X-Ray, the Deep Freeze, where he grabs his stomach and then turns it into an icicle. Ooh, some nice foil colours on there as well. Not too sure about the abilities and stats, but yeah, looks pretty good. Again, yeah, so they're all just UFS in the back. I don't think it matters too much. And then, of course, Sub-Zero Classic, the Ice Clone. Let's see. So yeah, basically slows down your opponent's resources. Makes sense for Ice Clone. And looks like oh wow, 3 copies of them. Okay, so 3 Ice Clones. Oofed. Not bad. But of course we're expecting Sub-Zero to have that. In fact, let me just put them this way. And then we have 3 copies of the Slide, obviously in every variation. This attack gets damage. What equals the total printed stun rating on all cards in your card pool. Alright, okay, so if you have certain cards built up already, then it gets more attack based on how many cards you have. Ooh, what? That seems weird to give Slide, but I guess they need to associate some abilities with some things. Strange one. But yeah, 3 copies of Icy Slide, not bad. And then another classic, the Ice Ball, which you only get 2 copies of. But the Ice Ball, what's its abilities? So if you don't block it, then yeah, again seals off some resources. Makes sense. But yeah, seems okay stat wise. I guess I'm not really too sure. Yeah, 2 Ice Balls, 3 clones. Yep. Then the Ice Burst is down back 1, obviously. 2 of those. And let's see what these bad boys do. So, destroy face down foundation. Adds all copies of Ice Clone from your card pool to your momentum. Okay, so you don't get them back to your hand, but you can use it for other abilities. That's strange, but yeah, no, that seems alright as well. 2 of those. And then the next one looks like it is Unbreakable's down back 2, the Barrier of Frost, the parry. So, let's see. If you block an attack with this card, that attack deals no damage. Yep, makes sense. So you're not blocking it, you're parrying it. And let's see. So if you use this as an attack, if the attack is blocked, they basically use one of their resources. But why would they... Wait, why is this an attack? This is okay. Yeah, I'm not sure why this is an attack, but we'll go with it. We'll go with it. But yeah, no, seems to work like a parry. Take no damage if this is used to block the attack. No, that's fair enough. And yeah, 2 of those. So yeah, seems like alright. What's the next bad boy we've got here then? Alright, yeah. We have 2 Frost Hammers, so that's obviously Cryomancer's big old weapon. And what we got? Gets more speed. Oh, okay, so speed isn't necessarily related to frame data. In this game, speed is just how effective the attack is, basically. It gets more damage for specific. So if they have certain resources, then it can be faster and harder hitting. So, this might actually be. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a high level UFS player, but that seems like pretty decent abilities. Not sure. Funny you should say that, Scott, because Katana has her princess parry, and the princess parry is apparently considered like a ridiculously good card. So, I guess we'll see more of that. Ooh, this looks nice. We have another golden one, Quan Chi. Ooh, look at that. Resurrected Revenant. So, ooh, you get some resources back that you've already used. That seems like a pretty decent card too. Ooh, shiny. Well, yeah, again, not sure about any of the keywords or anything, but yeah, that was a pretty cool looking card. Only one of those though. What's the next one? We have, oh wow, we've got 4 of these. Jesus. 4 of this card. It's called Destruction of the Cyberling Quay, which looks like Sub-Zero beating up on the Sector a bit. And, right, okay, so buffs and nerfs an attack. So you can use it on your own attacks to make it better. Well, kind of. It gives it more damage, but it makes it harder to deal with, easier to deal with. I don't know, but 4 of these, not bad. I tear down 3 cards. See, Quan is a character card as well, but I don't know if I have him actually. It might be in one of these packs, but no, these are just starter packs for Scorpion Sub-Zero at the moment, so God knows. I mean, I've seen some of the cards from the set and they look okay. I'm not sure though, but yeah. 4 of Sub-Zero dismantling the Takunin. Wait a minute. Yeah, they've just called it the Cyberling Quay instead of the Takunin. Not real fans confirmed. What have we got next? Freezing the City. Again, 4 of these. 4 of these bad boys. Freezing the City. Sub-Zero's just standing there looking over an icy weather, I guess. Snowing, but... Okay, not sure what this is supposed to be based off of. It's the comics or just something they come up with himself. Seems pretty mediocre. It doesn't seem like it does anything particularly amazing. Seems, yeah, okay. Don't know. Have to see, but yeah, 4 of those bad boys in here. What else then we got? 1, 2, 3 of these. This is called Quest for Vengeance, and it is Sub-Zero fighting off against Scorpion, building up an ice ball, and ooh, that seems pretty good actually. So if you use this card to block an attack, they have to discard a card, but I'm not sure if the card is random or you get to pick. Yeah, maybe he's not looking at the weather, he's creating it. That's a good point. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense for the name of the card, Freezing the City, but yeah, I guess that's just a concept they came up with himself. What we got next then? 1, 2, 3 of these. Card called Left to Die. And yeah, going for a sword. I mean, it looks like a lot of this is just obviously... Oh wait, there's 2 figures in the background as well. Yeah, two shadows, but I'm not sure what those are. I'm not sure who those are, I should say. So after an attack isn't blocked, when you're facing foundations in your hand. Yeah, I guess that seems okay. And yeah, no, it seems. I mean, I really don't know. Foundation card, not an attack stuff. So Foundation is the equivalent of. I mean, the closest thing we can compare it to is meter. It's not really meter, but it's the closest thing. So Foundations, you play them, and then if you have to do what's called a check. So that's what this number up here and this number up here are for. So so this is a difficulty, and this would be the score you check it against. And so if you so if I play the Foundation the first turn, right, then I get a 1. I have to then take the top card of my deck and like check it, and if that if that number is bigger than this, then it works. So in that case, this foundation would have quote unquote worked. I don't think that's the real terminology, but that works. And so it goes into your so you played it here, it goes into your card pool here, so you can use it. You can use its abilities later. You can use it to, so like for example, say this was 6, right? You check the top card of your deck and it's a 5, then, it doesn't work because this needs to be more than that. So you can use your foundations to make this score, make your check, make it work basically. It's a really strange thing. It's easier to show and describe, but yeah. So foundations are kind of like you build them up, kind of building metered, or you have those built abilities that you can use later. And then attacks obviously used to do damage to the opponent. You have like symbols here of speed and damage and stuff. And speed is basically like, it'll show you the direction it hits as well. So it'll have like a high, mid, low. Yeah, so it's strange. If I should see another attack, I'll show you those things. But yeah, that's the difference between a foundation and an attack, basically, from what I understand. But yeah, that's left to die. 3 of those. Oh, here's Zigzag. Yeah, so I got these actually at the place where we have our weekly on Sundays. It's a kind of, it's just a small gaming cafe type thing. They run a lot of games, including board games, card games, so they had this in stock. It was actually on Test Your Might in a thread like a couple of years ago, but we hadn't heard anything about it for 2 years. And then I walk in one day and they've got a giant card art up of Sub-Zero's Barrier of Frost. And I was just like, what the hell's going on? And yeah, it came out 2 weeks ago, so I've just been waiting for it to come out. But I was at Versus fighting the week of the pre-release event. I was working the Sunday of the actual release event itself, so unfortunately I missed out on a reptile playmat, and apparently can't get them again, so that sucks. But I'm getting I got the starter pack here. That's what this is, the Sub-Zero versus Scorpion Turbo Box starter pack. There's 84 cards. I'm just going through the Sub-Zero deck at the moment, and then we'll have a look at the Scorpion deck. So I've already got the Sub-Zero foil card here, which looks pretty good. And then yeah, his X-Ray has foil as well. I've got another foil in here somewhere. Where is it? There we go. Quan Chi foil card as well. Or well, that's one of his foundations anyway. I don't think I had any other foils after that so far. Yeah, other than the one you'll see in a minute. You'll actually really appreciate the other foil that I've got. But let's finish off the Sub-Zero deck here. So what's the next one? We have three of these. A card called Lin Kuei Grandmaster. And, well, yeah, I think this is based on, well, him being a Lin Kuei Grandmaster, obviously in fighting pose. But let's see the abilities in this bad boy, see if they're okay. Commit Seal Foundation, your opponent's stay there. That can be good because it gives them less resources, so it means their attacks are less likely to work. And you can use your resources to do more damage, which is good because it makes it harder. Oh, this is a pretty aggressive card, it seems, actually. Forcing the opponent out of resources so their defense is weakened. I mean, Sub-Zero is, or at least Grandmaster has been quite, it can be quite offensive. At least you try to put them in the corner, get the clone out and try and keep them there. So yeah, it seems pretty offensive, seems pretty decent. But yeah, 3 of those bad boys. And then let's see, it doesn't look like we've got many cards of the Sub-Zero deck left actually. But 1, let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, okay. So 2 of these ones. This is called Cryomancer's Descendant. And, so it looks like one of the Lin Kuei ninjas carrying 2 babies. Not sure what that's about, but not too bad. And then we've got some abilities here. You see Sub-Zero in the bottom ability there, so that basically means you can use your character card. So the the Sub-Zero actual character card, you can use that to trigger this ability. Something like that, I don't know, but yeah, that's what that does. And again, it's a foundation, so you use it to like build up stuff, I guess. 2 of those. What else we got? 2 of these ones, obviously straight from the MKX story mode. A card called Mutual Respect. Got Hanzo Hazashi and Bihan. We know that's quite I can't even remember. But yeah, Mutual Respect, and what does it do? So you get rid of some form of thing you've built up, and you can only play one more ability in that step. So limiting what the opponent can do, but also what you can do. I guess that's not that. I don't. I mean, I'm not a high level player, but I don't know if that would actually see much play because it doesn't really do much for either of you. What else we got then? Yeah, but if you can make it out to your local, by all means, I'm there every Sunday. So, I think Bihan became Noob, Kuai Liang became Cyber Sub, and Kuai Liang's become uncyber subbed. So yeah, it probably is Kuai Liang. Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, but yeah, I Zigzag. If you're up any Sunday, by all means, just hit me up and I'll be there anyway. So, I mean, we pretty much just playing Justice 2, the few of us that are there. I mean, we've recently got a new guy that came, a Firestorm player. So we play casuals quite a bit when we can, just in Injustice 2. I've obviously picked these up. I was playing a little bit of it a couple of weeks ago, but that's pretty much what we're playing at the moment. But I mean, if there's enough interest, we could always run MKX. Nah, I don't know. But yeah, no, it's mainly Injustice 2 at the moment. Just play some casuals in the meantime, because still waiting for MK11. This gives us something MK to do in the meantime, though, with the card games. So let's see. Whoa, what the fuck is this? This is something also have two of. Possessed by a demon. We have Sub-Zero cutting himself, which looks like it might be a reference to the Blood Code in the comics. Pretty mental card this looks. Well, the card art anyway. I don't know about the abilities. So that first one looks crap. The second one, So get more damage, and if you're in a specific situation, do even more damage. Seems alright. Yeah, but two of those. And we are on the last two cards in here. The last one is yet another foil, only one of these, and it's called Retreated to Arctica. Has some art here of him on the Linkway Temple stage, meditating in front of the statue. But look at this bad boy. Not bad. Let's see. Wait, what? If this attack... Oh, right, okay, so... Wow. So somebody tries to do an attack, and you use this ability, you can potentially get it to do no damage whatsoever. It's not bad indeed. But yeah, one of those, and yes, but it says like the fourth or fifth foil in here or something, isn't it? But yeah, that looks pretty cool. And the last card, which Zigzag, you'll be glad you came for, is a Liu Kang card that I showed about earlier on. It's a foil card as well. Yin Yang, obviously a reference to Julius Liu Kang. And you see him there switching between the dark and light. Although I can't tell if he's going from dark to light or light to dark. But yeah, that's the Julius Liu Kang foil card there. And yeah, as I was saying, the abilities it has, you can potentially get a card that you've already used and has been discarded back to your hand, which is really good, it sounds like. And then there's another one, the other ability, you can, get the top two cards of your opponent's deck into their card pool face down, so it makes the cards they play after that harder to get to work. That might actually be a really good card. I don't know. But yeah, that's the Sub-Zero deck. That's the first one. A lot of references to the stun mechanic, which will be what his deck is based around. But yep, Sub-Zero's foil, the Duelist foil, and there's other foils in between. And then we can open up the Scorpion one and see what this looks like. But yeah, there's a Scorpion's foil. How do I open this bad boy? That's not an action or a foundation card, it's an action card. Alright, okay, attack. Okay. Yeah, so I think there's foundations, actions, attack, and character cards. I'm not too sure though. I haven't seen all the card types, so couldn't say for definite. Why is this thing so bloody hard to open? Come on. Please. Where the hell do you open this? Oh, I heard the pop. That's good enough for me. Right. Second deck. So yes, the first card is Scorpion's foil card. Almost infrared in itself there. But yeah, he's got a lot of abilities that get him to lose health, and then that's when this desperation keyword triggers. So it's when you've got less than half health. So if he does an attack with desperation, it gets +6 damage. So yeah, I was discussing this with a guy in the story earlier. He was saying that, you know, this is how his starter deck works. Like, he loses health, and then when he gets to under half health, he starts doing like fucking ridiculous damage. But yeah, I didn't really see how that fit into Scorpion. For Kotal, I would understand, but Scorpion, that just seemed a bit weird. He doesn't really do damage to himself. If anything, he increases his own damage with like Flame Aura and stuff like that. But yeah, again, 28 starting health, 6 cards in hand, and yep, he is confirmed. In fact, a male. It has been confirmed on the cards. This is officially licensed, by the way. So yeah, that's the first card in this deck, the Scorpion actual foil. The second card in here is All Scorpions X-Ray. Ooh, another foil card, delicious. And we have, yeah, we've got the Desperation keyword on there as well, because that's what most of his attacks seem to be about. And it's saying here that his ability is, if this attack is not blocked, destroy one of your opponent's foundations. So basically the kind of card pillar build up, the kind of resources, and they lose health, which equals the printed control of the destroy. So this is the control. So if they have a foundation, which is one of those, well, foundation cards we saw earlier, if they have, if you use this attack and they block it, so they manage to match the speed and or damage or whatever, then you can use that ability to destroy one of their resources, and this number on their resource, they lose that much health. That seems like a pretty good attack then, if it's blocked though. So it's like, if you do damage, then, well, you do damage. If you don't do damage, then they still lose health, but they also lose a resource. But yeah, Scorpion's X-Ray, one of the foil cards as well. Then the next one we have 1, 2, 3 of, which is a Scorpion classic, the Flame Port, 3 of. And let's see what the Flame Port does. So we see him kicking Sub-Zero in the face there. It looks like a commissioned art, because it's not exactly what they look like in the game, but close enough. Again, the Desperation keyword, because that's what all his attacks are about. And again, the whole losing health here. But you can get more speed and damage for losing the health. And let's see, if it's blocked, then you can add it to momentum. I'm not sure what momentum does yet, but yeah, seems alright, I guess. The Flame Port, teleport, down back 3. Classic move he has there. Let's see what the next card is. 1, 2, 3 of these as well. The non-variation specific takedown, back forward 4. And you can see him there going in for the what's the name of it? It's like a wrestling move. I can't remember what it's called. Another Hurricane Rana, Shining Knee or something. But yeah, the takedown there. Again, Desperation keyword seems to be a common theme there with all his attacks. And if that attack's not blocked, then you discard cards on the top of your deck until you discard an attack card, but you add that attack to your hand. No, wait, add the discarded attack to your hand? Okay, I think I get that. But, yep, strange ability to apply to his takedown, but again, they probably just need to actually give stuff abilities, so they went with that one. But, yep, there we go, 3 of those, takedown. Also not save and block. What we got is the Then the next one, we have two of Doomblade, obviously based off his ninjutsu variation, although I'm not sure why he's holding the two separately. Well, I mean, in ninjutsu, I guess he does use them as two separate attacks, but yeah, it's weird. You never really see him in that kind of stance, I guess. Again, desperation keyword. So if you lose health, then, I mean, I'm not sure what the 4 is for, but let's see. Next attack gets plus X damage, where X is the printed desperation rating. Okay, so it's a rating, I guess. So if you play Doomblade, and then you use its E, or its enhancement, and then play another Doomblade, then that Doomblade's attack gets plus 4 attack. Or damage even. Yeah, that makes sense. But yep, we got two of those, Doomblade. Ooh, there we go. Next one is 1, 2, and it is Flame Aura. Scorpion Hellfire's down back 4, of course. So the Flame Aura, not a foil card or anything, but again, the Desperation card with a rating of 4. And if... So when attempting to block... So if you use this card to try and block somebody's attacks, so you can use attacks to block as well. So if you try and block an attack with this card, then you're just at speed to 0. So you'll see these here, these two numbers here, these relate to attacks. So this is the speed. It'll have a number and direction, and then the attack damage itself. So it's got a speed of 5, and it hits mid. So if you block this with a mid attack, this is a high attack. So if somebody used this against someone also playing this card and they block it with this, so it's a 5 mid trying to block with a 1 high, because that's high and that's mid, they'll still take half damage from whatever it resolves to. But if this was a mid, and that also being a mid, they would take no damage. But if it's a high and the attack hits low, even if they block it, they still take full damage because it's not in the same direction. I think that's right. And while this is in your card pool, they lose 1 health after a block is successfully played. Yep, makes sense for Flame Aura, so you're still taking damage over time even if you're blocking. So yeah, Flame Aura just as strong in here as it is in the actual game, although you can't get cards to hit meaty and be plus on block, I guess. What have we got next? Oh, yet more classic stuff. The Get Over Here card, 2 of these bad boys. Desperation again, and yep, he's pulling with 2 chains though, and it doesn't look like they're coming out of his hands. Also, he's just holding them. This one's kind of sus. But yeah, you can change the zone of it, so you can change it from mid to a high, which is strange for spear, but fair enough. And again, losing health, and okay, not sure what that relates to, but fair enough. So yeah, normal spear attack, and not sure about the card art, not sure about the abilities, but we know where that comes from anyway, is back forward 1 and everything. What we got next? We have 2 of this next card. The Minion Grab, great card art actually. That's obviously Inferno's down back 4, the Minion Grab. And again, Desperation. It seems to win every card, I think, I don't know. But yeah, you lose 1 health, and if they don't block the attack, your next attack gets more damage. And if you decide to use its other ability to lose 2 health, if they block the Minion Grab, they still lose 2 health, which would probably be more for Hellfire than Inferno, but I guess you could just call it chip damage. So yep, Minion Grab hits low, of course it does. But yep, no, it's not safe in block at all, although it does lead to a combo if it hits. Back 3 Minion Grab, best mix up. Ooh, we have another shiny card. Ooh, okay. Huh, mental. Another shiny card here. Last of the Shirai Ryu. Looks like a Scorpion's been decapitated there, and Sub-Zero's holding his head in front of what I'm assuming is his frozen wife. And is there a child in there? Oh, there is. I can see a baby's face. It's kind of hard to make out. Okay, so this looks terrible when I hold it up to the the camera, but yeah, that is a baby's face. I'll put it in the top right. No, I'll put it in the bottom left. It's weird, but yeah, definitely a baby's face there, just under that triangle of rainbow. That's a baby. But yeah, frozen wife and child in there. And yeah, last of the Shirei. So what does this bad boy do? More damage, and if you do something with it, your opponent's attacks do less damage. So yeah, guess it seems alright. But yep, shiny, shiny, color, color. What's next? We have 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. Okay, and it is debt to be paid. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is obviously from the point in MKX story mode where Scorpion and Sub-Zero are listening back to the message that Sector had in his memory of talking with Quan Chi. So that seems like a pretty cool foundation. And what does it do? If you lost health, then it makes it harder for them to get the next card to work, basically. So yeah, pretty cool card art, taken obviously straight from the game, 3D models there, and the holograph from Sector's memory. But yeah, seems like pretty cool. 4 of those as well. What's next? 1, 2, 3. Another 4. Another 4. This one is called Entrusted Protector. Obviously the card art of Kenshi handing Takeda off to Scorpion. And let's see. So if you use its ability, you can make an attack do less damage. And ooh. So usually you can't use the second ability if that first one had triggered, but the first one actually allows you to use the second one as well. So that might be okay. I don't know. I don't play this game that much to know. But yeah, that's obviously the card that, as I say, Kenshi handing Takeda over to Scorpion. But yeah, 4 of those again. Then the next card is 1, 2, 3 this time. 3 of these, and it is Conquering His Inner Demon. So, ooh, that's quite interesting actually. It's a hooded Hanzo fighting MK9 costume Scorpion. And what does that do? So, if you... Okay, so if the opponent gets you to discard this card, then you can actually destroy some of the resources as a result of that. Not bad. And if you lose health while you're at less than half health, then you can basically get this card to work again for you if it's in your card pools. So yep, 3 of those, not too bad. And what's next on the list is, again, another 3. It is Strict Mentor, and it is, ooh, a rather Hagrid looking Scorpion. He looks weird. Standing over Takeda, a bit older than in the previous card though. And pretty simple. Lose a health and you can make the opponent's attack harder to get to work. Seems okay, I guess. But yep, 3 of those. Have we got... Ooh, 3 of these. And it is another classic. Toasty. Got the skull spitting fire, hot fire spitting bars, bruh. And he's taking off the mask. Got another foundation, so you can use this and your attack does more damage, and the damage is equal to whatever the desperation rating is. And yeah, so yeah, 3 of those. Toasty! What's the next one is 2 of these. And another MKX story mode screenshot almost. Blood for Blood. Scorpion beheading Quan Chi. Getting that payback. And let's see. So after this card's blah blah blah. Then, okay, so another one of these kind of getting rid of the opponent's resources. And you can lose 2 health to basically do chip damage. So it seems like a mix of some of the other abilities we already saw. Maybe you would play this because it's better than playing the 2 separate cards, or maybe the 2 separate cards are just better, I don't know. But, yep, 2 of those. And what we got next? Oh, only a few cards left in here. And we have 2 of these. Hellspawn Spectre with the Quan Chi there. Looks like he's turning Scorpion into Scorpion or something like that, but let's see, you can use that. Lose health to draw cards. Drawing always pretty good. And if there's one thing I know from Hearthstone, it's that Warlock's hero power, you lose 2 health to draw a card. So yeah, this is probably pretty good. And let's see, you can do more damage in your attack. So yeah, I'd actually probably play that, even though I don't obviously know how good it is or how the game works. I'd probably still play that because it seems decent. But yep, 2 of those. And then the last one we have 2 of within this deck is a card called Thirst for Retribution. It is Scorpion standing over Sub-Zero. Yep, standing over Sub-Zero with a Flaming Fist. And if your attack's blocked, they still lose 3 health, but they have to get rid of resources if they want to cancel that. Ooh. So you either do damage or they lose resources. Still seems pretty decent, but yep, 2 of those. And then we have 2 more shinies. What we got here? And here we go. Undying Rage. Shiny, shiny. Scorpion sending his spear plunging into Sub-Zero's chest. And let's see. So Scorpion card ability. You can gain health back. Ooh, so this will be pretty good for Scorpion. And if top card has Desperation or Fury, add it to your hand. Ooh. Yeah, this card seems pretty good. Because you either get card back or get health back or both. Damn, that seems pretty good. But yep, there we go. So sorry, I think what that means is if you're playing Scorpion, you can use this. So yeah, that makes sense. And then the Sub-Zero one hit Sub-Zero. But yep, ooh, shiny. And the last one in the Scorpion set that we saw earlier, Cassie Cage's Nutcracker with the Rainbow Fist to the groin. You want to zoom in? There we go. There we go, Rainbow Fist to the groin. And breaker something something, yeah, so a bunch of keywords. And yep, if the opponent's starting character is male, this attack is +4 damage. And if you have any resources discarded, you can add it to the card pool in any order and draw a card. So yeah, these shiny cards seem pretty good with their effects, but we'll see. And that actually is the end of both decks themselves. I'm going to see if there's anything within the box though. Nothing underneath. Oh, sounds like we've got some stuff inside. Let's see. Yep. What's in here? That is going to be some instructions, yeah, because you've got pointers to all the different stuff. How to win, reduce your opponent's health to 0. No way. Oh my god, these instructions are huge. That is a lot of instructions. Holy moly. So that's a lot. Wow. Oh yeah, no, there's another side. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot of instructions. Well then. Oh, stuck to the... Whoops. What else is here? So, yep. Instructions. Yeah, this bad boy. Yeah, all in English, Scott. It's not even multiple language. That's the English. That's just the English instructions. Yikes. What the hell is this in? Okay, so I think... Alright, okay. So yeah, it says here, let the Mortal Kombat begin. Welcome to MKX CCG, competitive card or collectible card game. In order to help you get acquainted with the game mechanics, we have created this quick reference guide for the Scorpion and Sub... Oh my god, I'm not good at this. 0 2-player turbo displays. In this 2-player turbo display, let's see if I can do this. Oh well. You receive 2 41 card turbo decks, Scorpion and Sub-Zero, as well as 2 random ultra rares from the Mortal Kombat X booster set. The pre-constructed decks contain everything you need to start playing the MKX competitive card game. The ultra rare cards are a bonus that we give you to help you build and grow your collection. In addition to the core rules, blah blah, keywords you want to be familiar with. Italicized keywords are referred to as keyword abilities. This means that they have a special ability attached to them. We have non-italicized keywords called keyword traits. Keyword traits to help you reference that card with other card abilities. Okay. Scorpion, Sub-Zero 2-player Turbo decks also have some other terms that will help you navigate the game when you start playing. So when a card is sealed, cards rotated 180 degrees to remind them it's sealed for the rest of the turn. It loses all of its abilities and can't gain new abilities. Okay, being at desperation. If a character ever drops under half of the printed vitality, it's considered to be at desperation. So I'm assuming that means that if they're at half, then it doesn't matter. Alright, yeah, as it says here in the examples, a character with a printed vitality of 20 is at desperation when their vitality is 9 or under. A character with a printed vitality of 19 is also when their vitality is 9 or under. This is because half of 20 is 10. To be under 10, they must be at 9 or less. Half of 19 is 9.5, which means they still must be at 9 or less to be under 9.5 vitality. Wow, hard maths. While at desperation, you're able to activate certain abilities and keywords that you would normally not have access to. Some examples: desperation keyword and cost, character only abilities. So yeah, so if the character's name is on the card, then only that character can use ability. Let's see. Other side, yeah, more keywords. EX throw. Yep, thank you for taking time to read this quick reference sheet. And yep, so then it's got some examples that are on the cards. So keyword traits and keyword abilities, desperation cost, character only abilities. Yep, that's it. And then MKX, Universal Fighting System, blah blah blah. What else we got? We have two of these, which are the kind of the play areas. So I'll spread them out a bit so you can see what they are. Let's see. So let's do the first one. So that's what it looks like, and it shows you like it's got some instructions at the top as well as in how each turn is played. Ready, review, draw, combat, end phase. So yeah, you do a bunch of stuff, and then you've got like so this thing along here is the kind of health tracker. So you can put like a counter on there to track your health all the way down. It's only going to be good for characters with 30 health. From what I've heard, Goro has 40 health, so yeah, he'll go outside of that. But then you've got these kind of numbers here, which you'll see. I need to move this to the right place. Alright, up here. So yeah, you see that's kind of +0, +1, +2, +3. So basically you start here, play a card, play a card, play a card. So in the case of, we'll take one of Sub-Zero's cards. Well yeah, so here's Ice Clone, right? So, well, no, in fact let's do a foundation because that's easier to explain. Let's see, yeah, so here we go. So for example, let's take his Destruction of the Cyberlink Quay. So your first turn, you play that card. You can see it's got a 1 for what's called the difficulty. So it's 0 plus 1 is 1. You then take a card off like the top of your deck, and if this number is bigger than that, then it worked. So in this case, this worked. So then at the end of the turn, once you've either done more foundations or played attacks or whatever, this worked, so it goes in here into your staging area where you can like use it for stuff and read it again. That's where your character card goes. You can play momentum, whatever the hell that is. Yeah, deck on there, discard pile there. So yeah, that's like the first one. Oh, right, okay. So it's the Sub-Zero poster on the back. And okay, so just a smaller version of the big one that I have. Fair enough. And then I'm assuming that the same thing applies for the other one. Let me check it. So yep, second one. Yeah, that looks like his ice ball card art as well, that was. And yeah, smaller version of the big poster. Oops. There you go, flame art. So that's on the back of this playmat. So you can choose which one you want to play on, Scorpion or Sub, which isn't too bad. Although There's a actual like reptile playmat. It's like one of the 3D kind of loading screen renders of reptile. But yeah, you can play on it. That was given at one of the release or pre-release events that I couldn't make it to, unfortunately. But aye, you'll get those in there as well. And I think that might be it, to be honest. Yeah, no, so that's pretty much it. That's the Scorpion and Sub-Zero starter packs, and yep, they've got some of the ultra rares in the back there, as well as some in the middle of the decks. So yeah, not sure where the hell I'm going to put these, but I think I might get some protective sleeves or something. And again, wait, lift this bad boy up. Oh, Youphemism has a living room exposed. Oh, for fuck's sake. Try to get this tape off the back. There we go. So, yeah, again, big old versions of the posters. Ice Ball and Flame Aura. So, yeah, that's it.